Hi, everyone. Welcome back. This is Rob Thomas, your Everything Microsoft Enterprise Cloud Chief Architect. And today we're going to cover Microsoft Power Automate flow types. All right, without further ado, let's give a shout out to our sponsor. And that is going to be Enterprise Software Solution, the software dudes. These guys are great for any of your Microsoft SQL Server, your Microsoft Server, Microsoft SharePoint, Microsoft Office, Microsoft Azure, Copilot, Power BI, Cisco, Adobe products. For any of these Microsoft Cloud Services needs, I highly recommend reach out to them. These guys are great. You can see they're an existing customer. I'm a customer, I'm a partner. Love these guys. Highly recommend them. All right, let's jump into this. All right, so today we're talking about Microsoft Power Automate and the flow types, right? So I have a question. Have you ever opened up a new app and just felt completely like overwhelmed by all the options, right? Which is okay, you know, everything looks powerful, but you're stuck and you're trying to figure out like, where do I begin? Well, if you ever looked at Power Automate, you might have felt that way, especially when you land on the create page and sees all the different flow types. So let's jump there to take a quick peek, right? So you're in Power Automate and we're going to jump into the create page right here. And you see these 6 different flow types. You're like, wow, all right, this is a lot. Now, today I'm going to demystify all of them. I'm going to show you the 3 you need to know about, which you will most 99% of the time use these 3. And I'm going to show you which one is perfect for beginners, which one you could probably save for later. But by the end of this video, you'll probably be able to confidently choose the right flow to solve your first business problem. So let's get into it. All right. So now you're on this page, right? And here you can see the Power Automate, and every single flow is based off of 2 single concepts, right? A trigger and an action. So let me jump back here, right? And I just kind of want to show you, these are the 6 flow types, right? We're only really focusing on these 3, right? I'll briefly talk about these other 3. And then when you're talking about an automated cloud flow, you're talking about like triggers and actions, right? Now, the trigger is what starts the flow. The action is what the flow does. The first type is this automated cloud flow, right? So let's jump back here, and it's going to be this one right here. All right. Now, this is probably the most popular type. It triggers a specific event. Think of it as the set it and forget it automation. A perfect example for a business owner is setting up a flow to run automatically when a new email arrives in your, inbox. And you would just go here to templates to find a template and get it working. And then you'll go in. After you do that, then you come in and you create your own custom automated cloud flow. And then you use a template as a guideline to get going. So I'm giving you real world use case of how you would actually use a template to create a flow and then kind of learning and stuff like that. So next up is the instant cloud flow, which is this one, right? And unlike the automated flow, this one is triggered manually by you. So you can think of it as an on-demand button. You create a button on your phone or your desktop, and when you press it, the flow runs. A good use case for this is a meeting recap button that sends pre-written meeting summary to your team when you push the button, actually. All right, so that's pretty much the instant cloud flow. You can create an instant cloud flow later and then refer to as a button flow, right? So that's that one. All right. Now, finally, the third type is known as the scheduled cloud flow, which is this one, right? And this is exactly what it sounds like. It runs on a schedule that you set every day at 9 a.m. or every Friday at 5 p.m. or maybe on the first of every month at 7 a.m. This is perfect for reoccurring tasks that you often forget to do. For example, a schedule flow could run every Friday afternoon to pull a sales report and email it to the entire sales team. So that's pretty much a schedule cloud flow. All right. Now, let's see the few other options, right? First, there's a desktop flow, which is also referred to as robotic process automation. So it's this one, or RPA, right? These flows are designed to automate things on your actual desktop, like keystrokes and mouse clicks. They're incredibly powerful for automating tasks in older desktop applications, but they're a bit more advanced and outside the scope of our training today. And then There is the one that I kind of skipped over here, which is describe it to design it, right? Which is a Copilot AI flow, right? So it's this one. And this is Microsoft AI helping you build flow just by describing what you want to do in plain English. So you'll speak to Copilot and you'll use this and it'll design the flow for you. All right. Now, let's recap. I just wanted to talk about these 3 flows. I wanted to walk you through, these flows, right? And I also didn't touch, but let me touch on this, process mining. Now, a process, these flows, they can help you understand and improve your business processes. You're analyzing data logs. These flows can assist in optimizing processes. So definitely don't want to skip that one. This is, again, a more advanced flow. Definitely not going to cover that in this course, but could potentially cover that in future videos. Comment in the comment below and let me know if this is something that you want me to kind of build out and show and talk through. All right. So to recap, you now know the 3 main flow types you most often would use, which is the automated cloud flow here, instant cloud flow here, and the scheduled cloud flow here. Right. Now, I want to hear from you. Thinking about your business, which of these flow types do you think would be the most useful for your first automation? Let me know in the comments below. And if you found this video helpful, give it a like, and make sure you don't miss out on our next video, which is where we're going to build our very first flow from scratch. And be sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell. See you in the next one, and thanks so much for your time. All right, bye.